Hi Taurus, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women, we're now covering January 24th till 30th, as you can see below. So we're creeping to the end of the month. And this week, guys, on the 24th, we have Mars entering Capricorn. So we're going through and acting in our passions, motivations, desires in a more practical, logical, hardworking way. And this is a really good energy and alignment to get tedious work done or things that we haven't started or we need to complete, because it's giving us that endurance and willpower to do so. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so this also means that we can go too far with it, maybe exhaust ourselves or get burnt out. So you want to make sure there's a little bit of a balance. But if you need to get things done that you've been putting on hold, you're like, I really don't want to do that, get the hard stuff done right now because the energies will be in your favor. Okay, and then on the 26th, we have Mercury that's still in retrograde, but it's going to be shifting temporarily from Aquarius to Capricorn and then going back to Aquarius in February. So in Capricorn, this is us thinking and communicating in a more rational, logical manner, very matter of fact, no feelings, no emotions, direct, it is what it is. So the more you can think and communicate in this way, the more aligned you will be with the energies, because people will listen and hear you a little bit better in that way. Okay, all right, and then on the 29th, Venus in Capricorn is going direct. So what this means is us seeing the reality and the truth of the people, places, things we love, our wants and our needs, why certain relationships, connections didn't work out, or what we need to do to fix them, why I didn't get this thing or buy this thing, or what I can do to get that or to be in a position to buy this, and just being honest and transparent about that, and probably being more inclined and more drawn towards people, places, things that bring us stability or feel secure, or you feel like we can build something, we can create something together. It makes sense. We have similar lifestyles, similar goals, dreams, but this could also make people a little bit superficial. So again, just have a little bit of balance. It's okay to be practical and logical, but you also want to make sure you don't go too far, that you like push out every other thing, you know? All right, so Taurus, we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards as a part 2 and continuation. And speaking of health, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so bear with me. Hopefully I don't mess up a little bit too much, but I am feeling a little bit under the weather, so a little bit poopy. So bear with me. All right, so when it comes to your health, I feel like you're going to be actually very energized. You're gonna be very energized, or you may feel very kind of like spicy and want to try new things, or want to get out and be adventurous, or maybe your hormones are kind of going crazy at this time, whether you're male or female, I don't know, do what you gotta do, but you just may be feeling yourself. You're feeling more sensual, you're feeling sexy, you're just like, ooh, I look good, or I feel good. You know, when you feel good, look good, you gotta take advantage of that. Show it off, go out, hang out with people, don't hold it in. But I feel like you're gonna be feeling good and having a lot of energy, okay? And maybe want to show off or go out and communicate or try new things, but it feels like you're going to have a lot of energy to do so. But also be careful that you don't go too far or hurt yourself. Also be careful around any like fire or things that could burn you. You may accidentally be like, that hurts. So just be mindful of that. But I feel like you're going to have a lot of energy on your side and be able to work out or get things done, or like dance or whatever it is that you like to do. You're going to have energy to do so. And you may be craving more like spicy foods, or foods that have a lot of condiments, or very tasteful, soulful, you know, like flavors, a lot of flavors possibly. Like maybe you don't like spicy, but you love flavorful foods. Okay, all right. And when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel someone else, I think one of the air signs got this, I forget, I think Libra or Gemini, but you're very protective of yourself, of your energy, of your work, your craft, your business, your schooling, your, you know, whatever you have going on for yourself right now. It's going to be really a good idea to make sure you're not talking about it too much, but keeping it to yourself, because sometimes when you talk about it too much, people may get jealous or may not always wish you well, or they don't always want to see you doing better with them. So right now it's better to just kind of keep your plans, keep your goals, dreams to yourself. It doesn't mean you can't eventually like speak about it, talk about it. But to like random people, like just keep it to yourself, okay? I feel like there can be some jealousy around you, or people who maybe want your position or want to take your shine or dim your shine, or they're jealous because they can't do what you do, or they want your life, or they want your work, or they want to go to the school you go to, or they feel like they're more talented or they deserve it more than you. I feel like there's some jealousy around you. Maybe you can sense it. You probably feel it. Maybe when you're around a certain colleague or student or someone, you're like, I don't know, I get weird vibes from this person. 9 times out of 10, what you're feeling is true. You may not always have like the proof, or like, man, I can't like say exactly why, but I just feel it. That's your intuition speaking to you. So I do feel like there is someone who's maybe, or an energy that's kind of jealous, maybe wants your position, is waiting for you to slip up, waiting for you to make a mistake, to kind of dim your shine. So you're being very protective and taking security measures. Keep all your passwords, anything important, locked up, keep it secure, and do whatever you gotta do, but don't let anyone see you sweat, okay? And don't trust too many people at this time, especially with your finances, with your work, your craft, your hobbies, anything like that. You don't want people to know all your business, because they don't need to know. It's none of their business, okay? All right, guys. So, when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, on your side here, we have the Emperor, Judgment, and 6 of Swords. All right, so some of you could have Aries somewhere in your chart, or maybe you're a Aries, Taurus cusp. And then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. And yes, it does apply whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, you don't know what's going on. It's okay, it's just the energies. So just take what fits and leave the rest out. All right, so on this side, we have the 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so as far as who you could be dealing with, definitely could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe also air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But I feel like this person could be younger, if not by age, maybe by experience level, or they're acting immature, acting childish, even if they are physically older or same age as you. I feel like they could be a little bit immature, maybe not as evolved, or not as doesn't have could sometimes be a little bit irresponsible, okay? Or they need a little bit more assistance, a little more of a push to get tasks done, okay? It doesn't mean like they're lazy, but I feel like sometimes they need a little motivation, a little bit of a push, inspiration to like get things done, okay? But I do feel like you guys click right away. There's like this instant connection between the two of you. Like you guys share each other's fire. Maybe you guys are both creative, or you're interested in the same things, or they kind of just speak your love language. You're instantly attracted to each other, okay? And I think this person looks up to you, or you inspire them, okay? So this makes me feel like you're probably the more like wiser, or more like awakened, maybe more mature person. And they kind of get excuse me, a lot of inspiration from you. I think that you come off very confident, or like you have a lot of creativity, a lot of knowledge. They really respect you. Maybe you're a strong leader, and you know how to conduct your business, and you're very passionate, you're very direct and very bold, and they like that. They respect this about you. It just feels like you have your life together, or you know how to keep yourself together and stay motivated. And that's what this person maybe lacks a little bit. So they admire that about you. Maybe that's why you guys connected, so they can kind of be influenced by your energy, okay? But you guys are connected. They really, really like you. I think they're really drawn to you. You guys could have had a plan or a date in place, or you are setting up a plan or a date to get together, but it may have to get rescheduled for whatever reason. But it's not for, it's kind of out of your, it's not your fault, it's not their fault, okay? It could have been like maybe you guys were going to an event or to a concert or to something, and it had to get rescheduled, or the artist got sick or something, or for whatever reason there was no more, the person set up the appointment, or I can't speak today. You had your reservation, but for whatever reason they maybe miscounted, and they said yes when they really didn't have spots or something. But I feel like it's a blessing in disguise, okay? Because I feel like a plan or a date that didn't go through gets rescheduled, but it ends up being for the best. It ends up turning out so much better than what was originally planned. Like what was originally what you originally were going to do with each other was okay, it was cool, but this turns out to be so much better. So maybe you are confirming to this person, or you're checking in, be like, hey, are we still up for Friday at 6 p.m. or whatever, or Saturday? And then you guys realize, oh no, it's not open, or I misread, or whatever the case is, and you end up doing something else. Maybe you get a little bit bummed at first, but like, oh, it's okay, all right. And this person is open to reschedule, okay? So they weren't trying to like ghost you or stand you up or anything like that, but they may suggest something else, or you suggest a different thing, a different idea, okay? And it ends up being so much better, and they actually feel more comfortable doing this. Like maybe you guys were going to watch a movie, or you're going to do something and it wasn't really something they like to do, but they were just open to it because they like you. And what you end up doing, maybe you go closer to them, or they come to you, or you guys do something that's more like in their energy. They like doing this, or it's more their comfort level. Like maybe it's hiking and they're like, oh yes, this is good. Like I love hiking, I love being in nature. And this allows them to kind of be more authentic and be more comfortable. And you get to talk a little bit more. So like if you had a date at a movie theater, it's kind of hard to have conversations if you're in the middle watching a movie, but now you're in the outdoors, or you're going hiking or doing something, and you can actually like have conversations and talk to each other, and you can get to know them a little bit better, okay? And you have more like personal one-on-one time. So a plan or a date gets rescheduled, but it ends up being so much better. You may have initially thought like, oh, this sucks, or oh, okay, well, I guess we'll just, deal with it. But you are going to end up realizing, oh, this is actually so much better. This is a blessing in disguise. Like I remember a long time ago with my boyfriend, that was later my husband. This was like many years ago. We went out, we were going to go to downtown in Vancouver, Canada. But we had some plan arranged or something, and it didn't work out. And we're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. Like we're already out, so let's just go and see what's open. And we used to love going to what was then Joe's apartment, and then became studio. And now I don't know if it exists. I don't know what it's called, but it was like raining. No one was out. It was like a Tuesday or something. We're like, oh, well, whatever. Let's just make the most of it. We're already out here. Our plan kind of got ruined, but it was okay because we were just interested in hanging out with each other, right? And then we passed by Joe's apartment, and it was like salsa night, and we're like, oh, I was down. He was like, oh gosh, but I was like, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. Why not? He's like, okay. He was kind of hesitant because that's not like his thing. There was literally like no one, only like 3 people in there, but it ended up being like the funnest night ever. Like we had a blast. It was so fun. What seemed to be like an inconvenience, or like not that great, ended up being like the best time ever. So I feel like that's going to be the kind of energy for you guys. So don't get disappointed or discouraged when a plan or a date doesn't work out, because sometimes it's for the best. Okay, so I feel like you guys are going to have more conversations. They're going to be more open, be more talkative with you, and you are going to be able to relate to each other a little bit better, a little bit better. You could be going to them, or going to visit them, or going to pick them up, and whatever it is that you guys do gives you the opportunity, the chance to have more deeper conversations, or like, I don't know, get to know each other's minds a little bit better. Okay, all right, so we're gonna be diving deeper in the extended. I'm like struggling here, and seeing where their overall energy is at. What are they thinking? What are they feeling when it comes to you? What they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what the next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. So we'll continue on in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. And sorry, hopefully I was able to still perform. So I'll see you guys there, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.